The art psychotherapies are made up of play, music, art, drama, and dance movement therapy. In valuing non-verbal processes, all the modalities believe that change takes place through both artistic engagement and the therapeutic relationship. The psychotherapist is to be accepting, empathetic, congruent, and to have an unconditional positive regard toward their client. Through the play, the music, and the dance movement sessions, I experienced and witnessed the different ways therapists will attune to their clients, helping them to develop a more integrated sense of self. The relationship is interpersonal. It is a nurturing one where both therapist and client are changed. Attuned responses are made through sound, movement, verbally and non-verbally, to reflect the client's feelings back to them in a non-threatening way. Supervision is a crucial part of the work, where the process of untangling helps us look after and hold our clients between sessions. In all the modalities, the therapist seeks to take on their clients' difficult emotions and feelings and hold them for them until they are ready to process them themselves. The play therapy workshop introduced me to Virginia Axline and inspired me to use more play therapy tools in my own work with bereaved children. Axline's play session principles are relevant to all the modalities. She outlined that a therapist needs to be warm and friendly in relating to the child, accepting of all feelings and expressions, and to create an atmosphere where the child feels free to explore their own feelings completely. The workshop focused on sensory play and provided us with several different materials and objects to feel and engage with. It was stimulating to touch certain materials. The highly tactile, soft, and squidgy objects provided me with a cathartic release of emotion, while the drier, chalkier material I found difficult to touch. A similar sensation I often get when drawing with chalk or using clay. The different emotions which arise from interacting with different tactile materials is similar to the vitality affect experienced in art therapy. As with the art materials, tactile toys encourage exploration and experimentation, and I have started to introduce these in sessions with my clients, as I learned how tactile experiences help bring clients into contact with their physical self, a medium through which inner feelings can be externalized and expressed in concrete form. Clients are able to project experiences, feelings, thoughts, and wishes outward into the art materials, the toys, through instruments or their own bodies, as a form of exploration and experimentation. Through these different processes, the therapist may be able to identify parts of their client's shadow and bring it into consciousness. In the play therapy workshop, I learnt that the play materials act as tools for children to use to distance themselves from difficult emotions they may feel uncomfortable or overwhelming. By projecting these emotions into a third dimension, they buffer themselves from perceptions, cognitions, or affects through symbolic play. Exploring, expressing, and attuning to my own emotions during the workshops was important. I felt apprehensive and resistant when going into the dance movement workshop. Dance therapy relies on both verbal and non-verbal methods in its application. During the warm-up, I felt awkward and aware of my body as it moved. It was important to notice this feeling, as often our clients feel exposed when coming to art therapy due to lack of confidence with the art materials. It also made me reflect on how, in personal therapy, I use the art materials to hide behind when I'm feeling watched or vulnerable. Toys can be used to hide behind in play therapy, and instruments and music, but in dance movement, the material you have is your own body. This made me think that, perhaps, different types of creative arts modalities would be more suitable for different client groups. It took me time to warm up and feel less exposed, perhaps displaying an instinctive self-judgment and deprecation. I experienced how much emotion and affect can be held through sound in the music therapy workshop. At first, I found playing as a large group overwhelming, and it left me with a sense of vulnerability. Similar to my experience in the dance workshop, I became overstimulated by all the different sounds and found it difficult to concentrate on playing my chosen instrument, a drum. This made me think about how reactive emotions can be. When sharing my experience with the group, it was interesting to hear that certain members of the group lost control when playing, feeling overexcited and forgetting they were in the group at all. Nonverbal clients engaging in music therapy can use sound to communicate and help with their social connection in a different way to play or art therapy. Gold and Wigram highlight how music therapy is particularly well established in work with children with autism spectrum disorder due to the benefits of being able to communicate with sound.